Hi, I'm Patrice Ryan. I'm the pet psychic, and I'm here at Gobble Green, where I just gobble down some really good stuff. So today I'm here with Myra.
Hello. I'm so glad to have you here. I've got some issues with Tish that I want you to go ahead and clarify for me.
And I'm Kevin. I'm one of the owners, and Myra's actually my mother-in-law. So this is a family affair today.
So, Myra, so where are you from? And what is it? I'm getting so much information. So tell me where you're from and what concerns you want me to address with Tish.
Okay. I've had her about 5 years, and at this point I've sort of changed careers. I'm a tour director. I'm on the road a lot, and I felt that it was very difficult for Tish and that she should have a more stable environment. So basically Jennifer and Kevin have been very kind, sort of agreeing to adopt her, and I just wanted to make sure that she was happier here with them and their other 2 dogs and 3 cats than back in Dallas being babysit by somebody else when I'm on the road.
Well, the interesting thing about pets, they adjust very easily, much more easily than we think humans do. So as long as they will quickly find their territory, which I'm sure you've found, they will quickly find a space and say, I'm living here, this is my seat, and, you know, that's it. So, you know, as far as change, she's good. Okay. I wouldn't worry about it. And she's treating this like you're on vacation or something, or she thinks she's on vacation. And she said because you and your husband aren't really around that much at home anyway, so she thinks that she has like 2 vacation homes to kind of come and go to. Has she had like a health concern involving, I'm seeing like her kidneys being a bit compromised?
Well, she had a disease called abbreviated IMHA, hemolytic anemia, and it's a life-threatening disease. And it's so odd because it comes on suddenly. I mean, one moment she's fine, and the next moment she's close to death. And we were lucky to see it right away. We took her to a hospital on a Sunday. They put her on immediate care. Extremely expensive medications, intravenous feedings, $10,000 later, and 6 months later, she was fine. So my guess is that might have affected her kidneys and everything else.
And then, is she connected to you?
Well, I've known her since here. I've known her since she was adopted from Operation Kindness, and she lives at our house now. Okay. So. You know, with the other 2 dogs and 3 cats.
She has a strong connection with you. So you've left her in their care.
That's correct.
But I am feeling a strong connection between Tish and you. So is she the one that does she go to you most often, or are you like the...
Well, when it comes to any kind of discipline or any kind of training, that's my job. So, you know, my wife and mother-in-law spoil the dogs, and then I teach them where to go to the bathroom and when they should be eating and things like that. And, you know, don't ever give them food off my plate and those kinds of things.
Okay, so you're clearly the leader of the pack.
Exactly right.
But it's funny, I do feel a strong connection between you and Tish. So, and that obviously your role models being like the pack leader has made a positive impact on her. She is asking for less accessories. And I could see she
doesn't like her collar?
I could see she has a lot of tags and things there.
Oh.
So she's just saying that you probably don't realize it, but it weighs a little much for her. I personally would wear all that and more. You know, I became a pet psychic totally by accident. A friend of mine was losing her cat, and I wanted to hand her healing in a bottle. So I started an aromatherapy company 10 years ago. And based on that, I channeled her and her pet to make her a healing blend for herself. And then it led into people just wanting, like, can you include my dog when you're meditating and making my aromatherapy? And then they're like, I don't really want, like, bath salts. Can you tell me what my dog is thinking? So it started like that, especially on this movie called Suspect Zero. And then Lisa Breckenridge received some of my bath salts from a client of mine, and then she started following my work with animals for about 2 years. And then she put me on the air in April of 2004, and she said, can we call you a pet psychic? I said, sure. And then the rest is history. I've been on Fox several times, The Girls Next Door, MSNBC with Dan Abrams, ABC New York. And I just did an episode on David Hasselhoff's new reality show that'll be on in the fall on A&E. You know, being vegan for me is really challenging. Not personally as far as the philosophy about being vegan, but finding food and good food. So for me, it's more about animal awareness, compassion. For me, I did it I just didn't want to eat animals, and it's obviously a health concern as well. So I feel better about myself and then what I'm eating. So it's more of a conscious decision. And to have places like Gobble Green that actually make really amazing, that I've tasted everything over there, vegan food that's for people that are not vegetarian that really like that diet, but also their food it just crosses over to so many different things. People become vegan for political reasons or health reasons. Whatever your reason is, do it for yourself. But just know that there's amazing vegan options out there cooked with compassion and love like they do here at Gobble Green, and they're 90% organic. So they have something for everybody. Anyone who loves their pets want to call me, patriceryan.com. And you can also find me on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, MySpace. I'm all out there. Be sure to check out gobblegreen.com and get your vegan food today.